3 miles without dying. I'm walking out and Sean's sitting there. Like, yeah.
I actually did something that would probably make you really proud of me.
He was just watching you, wasn't even walking.
I actually listened, like, I was able to, like, listen over to a song and find the exact notes now.
Oh, just by hearing it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been
Nice. I actually just hooked everything up and started jamming again this week. Cleaning the guitars off, and my strings are deader than fucking... a couple of analogies, I'm not going to say either of them, though.
How about them soft fingers of yours? They gotta get calloused back up, do they?
No.
Mine need to callus. Mine were raw.
No.
I actually got a blister from it.
The 8-string is deader than shit. The Gibson is too, but that thing, like, that sounds like playing on my bridge pickup, just the bridge. It sounds like I'm playing on the neck pickup. They're so dead. Whoa, 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 whoa. So they have to be replaced, but.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you know what?
Sorry.
Think.
For those of you at home, I wasn't saying a single word of speaking until just now.
Oh, okay. You know what I think dropped anyway? Or a hint? I don't know if it's this past week. Finally, and I thought I got to the point where I'm like, this is never going to happen. Whatever, they're just going to fucking milk this. GTA 6. Evidently, December 5th, a teaser trailer. And I hear a rumor that the main character is going to be a single mom. No, which I'm fine with. And from what I gathered, I was like, all right, whatever. I don't think anybody's going to really care because most people are going to get it, including me. If I get it, I'm going to get it for online. Like, so I don't really give a shit what the main character is. As long as the story's good.
As long as the story's good.
Yeah, I was hoping for Tommy Vercetti. I think 3/4 of the fan base was, but whatever. And it is in Vice City. And I saw I think I saw the map. And the map isn't that fan-made map from like years ago that was like San Andreas and Yankton and all the way to Liberty City, then down to Vice City, like with the huge desert. And
Los Santos, yeah.
It's not that. What it is, what I think it is, maybe this is just, again, a fan-made thing, but it looked pretty convincing. It's Vice City, and it extends down, and if you're looking at the map, it extends down and to the left. It's basically the Everglades. I can't remember what they call it. And then I think there's another city, like, up a little north, which I'm like, that's big enough. Because the map that the fans made, which admittedly would be fucking awesome, it would take 45 minutes to drive across that damn thing. Like, literally, it'd be here to Albany. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. But then I like, well, but then if they did like a fast travel thing and just had airports in each city, and then like 2 small airports in the middle of the map, I'm like, all right, well, that would be fine. Like, you could drive it if you want to be a fucking asshole, or you could just fast travel. Welcome to Los Santos. Except really, welcome to Los Santos. And then like but then you're in Yankton, you run the risk of the plane landing and crashing, and then suddenly you're like, you spawn in and said wasted. Like, the fuck happened?
Up here at a hospital that there's no airport near. God damn,
your money's gone. Like, what?
Can't tell you how many times I did that trying to get up Mount Chiliad. God damn it! I'm at the wrong fucking town. Get a car. God damn it!
But yeah, I think they're finally going to drop a trailer. It might not happen, but I think it's actually.
Well, it should be a fucking a still image.
It's just GTA 6. Like,
no, it's gonna be a TikTok where you swipe it. It's gonna be 2 still images coming soon.
Still images? What's
GTA 6?
A still image.
Whatever. Coming soon. GTA 6. Rockstar. That's it.
Yeah. Yep, here it is by BBC. BBC is fucking... BBC is advertising. GTA 6.
I bet you could advertise a lot on BBC.
Yeah. Game to unveil on the 5th of December. Yeah. Highly anticipated games, the generations, one step closer to being released. I don't know if this has anything based on... It It's been 10 years since Rockstar Games released Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, shit. This is another one of those things. It's been a lot this week where I finally, it was like a week or two ago, I'm like, maybe they're just not going to fucking release anymore. Like, it's been 10 years. Before that, like, well, we had a 10 or 12, 15 year stretch where there was a GTA like every fucking year that came out.
Every year, every other year, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Grand Theft Auto, what? The first one was like 95 or 4.
GTA?
Yeah, that was...
2D?
Yeah, that was...
The bird's eye view? Yeah.
And GTA 2 was another bird's eye view for PlayStation and PC. Yep. That was like...
GTA 3.
That was 98, I think.
GTA 3?
Yeah, what the hell?
99, 2000. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe it was like 2000. Yeah, because they were both PlayStation 2, and it was 2000, so it had to have been 2000, 2001.
We are both wrong.
4?
Grand Theft Auto 3 released October 22nd, 2001.
All right. So and then Vice City was what? The next year, or maybe a year and a half later.
Hold on one second. I got you.
All right.
All right, here we go.
The timeline?
29 more rows. What the fuck?
Yeah. And
hold on a second. All right, so
and they stop at 2813.
Here we go. 90 God damn it, that's not right. All right. Oh my god, I hate this.
What? Get control of that thing, would you?
Trying.
All right, so what are the years? Year me. Let's get some year action going here. What are you doing? Why is it flashing you? Is that? Are you getting flashed like
here we go.
From the Men in Black?
I thought I had it for... What the fuck? Seriously? Fuck you.
You have to pardon my friend here. He's catching up with times, learning technology.
All right.
Grand
Theft Auto London.
Yes.
1961.
Well, no.
Oh.
That's the year. I actually have that on my emulator.
All right.
They have this in chronological order for the story wise, because that's what it sounds like. If that's the first one.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So Grand Theft Auto London 1961, Grand Theft Auto London 1969, Grand Theft Auto, the first entry in the mainline series.
Right.
97, Grand Theft Auto 2, set in 1997. No.
Yeah, see, that's that's going by story wise.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto 97, Grand Theft Auto London 69, 1999, Grand Theft Auto London 1961, 1999.
All right. Yeah, 2 in 1 fucking year. That's 3 fucking games in 2 years.
Grand Theft Auto 2,
Right.
1999.
4.
That was 3 released in 99 alone.
3 in 1 year.
Grand Theft Auto 3 in 2000. See, that's weird. That's the first one said 21st or 22nd, 2001.
Well, that might have been in Japan or something like that. You know how there's like one.
But
release
still,
here,
regardless.
Release. Right? Yeah.
So Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I know. It's a difference of 3 months or something. No. Wait a minute.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City in 02. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in 04. Grand Theft Auto Advance in 2004. This is going to go back to that bullshit. I fucking hate you with a passion.
And San Andreas is probably the most popular of all time, yeah.
No.
I think that's what a lot of fans say. That was like the Grand Theft Auto that really pushed the boundaries. Be like, yeah, you can do so much.
Here we go.
All right.
America. Main GTA games released in order.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto,
Yes.
97. Grand Theft Auto 2, 99. Grand Theft Auto 3, 2001. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, 2002. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, 2004. Grand Theft Auto 4, 2008.
Oh, geez, a 4-year gap. Jeez.
It gets
you
better.
imagine back then, we're like, what the fuck?
It gets better. Grand Theft Auto 5, 2013.
Okay.
5 years.
5 years. Holy hell.
And now... Oh, okay, here's the rest. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is based out of 1986.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is based out of 92.
Right.
Grand Theft Auto is 97. Grand Theft Auto 3 is 01. Grand Theft Auto 4 is based out of 2008. Grand Theft Auto 5 is based out of 2013.
Yeah,
So
The
the
last
Grand
few
Theft
have pretty
Auto
much-
69 expansion and 61 expansions were both released in 99. Grand Theft Auto Advance was in 2004. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, 2005. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Vice City Stories was in 06. 08 was 4. Chinatown Wars was 09.
Mhm.
The Lost and Damned, 2009.
I don't even remember
That was
one.
that was one of the DLCs for
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto 4 with Nico. It was the biker gang.
right. Okay.
Grand Theft Auto: The Ballad of Gay Tony. That was 2009.
Yeah. Oh, that was PSP or something, wasn't it?
No expansions.
Oh, really?
It was released on the PSP, but you were able to get it on the PlayStation 3 at the time.
Yeah.
4.
Was it 4?
Yeah, because 4 came out. No, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. Because Grand Theft Auto 5 was released originally on PS3.
Yep. That's fucking.
Only fucking
just
game in
tells you-
history to fucking span 3 systems.
It's been released 3 fucking times. And you know what? What are the numbers on each release? Just out of curiosity. I know usually we get into serious topics, but this is a serious topic. We're talking about inflation and everything. And there's, you know where there's fucking inflation? GTA.
Yeah.
Because as soon as all the modders came in and everyone had money,
Okay.
prices, everything went fucking
Wow.
through the roof.
So get this. There's even more.
Oh, jeez.
GTA compilations and remasters. So these are
Oh,
games.
yeah, the ones that
but
they have in
still-
like PlayStation Store and everything, yeah.
No. But
I
these,
see. I count those as just added on to the trickle down DLC because it's like this will hold them over.
the space fillers.
Yeah,
Grand Theft Auto Director's Cut released in 99. So technically that was 4
See, they were-
GTA games they released in 99.
yeah. So you know what? We really shouldn't be surprised that they've done this with GTA 5 because they've done it the whole fucking time. Look, 2
GTA
years later, it's like, oh, it's a remastered version. It's better.
GTA The Classics Collection in 03. GTA Double Pack 03. GTA The Trilogy 05. GTA Double Pack 05. GTA Episodes from Liberty City. Whatever.
Whoa.
Episodes from Liberty City 09. GTA 4 Complete Edition 2010. So that had The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned. And GTA The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition 2021. Fucking Christ. Excuse me.
You know, all right. So this is the second best-selling video game of all time, with
What's the first?
185 million copies shipped as of 2023,
What?
and one of the most financially successful entertainment products of all time.
GTA 5?
Yeah, with about $8 billion in worldwide revenue. That's through 3 fucking systems, 3 generations. 3 generations. And literally, well, no, not quite. It's 10 years. But 3 generations.
Ay.
And they're finally just going to release a trailer. A trailer! So it's not, it just might be pushed back like 2 years. But a trailer for GTA 6. I think all of us fans, we're waiting for a new game to come out. Where we could just break the fucking law. We can't in real life. We need to live vicariously through my single mom character in GTA 6.
Make her gay?
I wonder if... Make her gay, make her lame.
Oh.
I want to do... I wonder if you can do laundry in the game. That's not funny, camera guy.
What was Michael's last name? DeSantis.
Is it?
DeSantis.
Is
No.
it? I was going to say, that's
What
odd.
was his name? In the game. You had Trevor...
I don't remember any of their names. Wait a minute. GTA 5 main characters. We got Trevor Phillips, Michael DeSanta, Franklin Clinton, Tommy Vercetti. Is Tommy Vercetti anywhere in? I didn't even know if he...
Okay, Google.
Maybe this is just...
Is Tommy Vercetti in GTA 5?
Here are some results.
Oh shit! 15 Easter eggs that proves Oh boy, hold up a second.
Wait
folks.
a minute. This is turning into another GTA episode. Remember the old days where we had themed fucking episodes?
Yeah. Oh no, that's insane.
Apparently, yeah.
I'm watching a YouTube. Hold on. It's about this.
Lester Crest, Devin. Where's that one? See, there's a bunch of fucking characters. There's a bunch of more DLC that I don't. All right. It's like hunting for the elusive Bigfoot. Where's Tommy Vercetti?
Oh, the towel that says "I Heart VC."
Yep, Ken Rosenberg is from Vice City. I do remember that.
And he's in GTA 5.
Yep.
And we don't know who Ken Rosenberg is talking to. On
So is,
the other end of the line.
wow.
All we know is that he asked to speak with Tommy Vercetti, but is denied, which is a really strange move because they were essentially best friends in Vice City. Ken Rosenberg really helped out Tommy, gave him connections to all sorts of different characters and people that would eventually get him to where he was at the end of the game, where he essentially became the king of Vice City. So you would think if your best
Laszlo,
friend
he was
calls
also
you
in Vice
Yep.
City.
on the phone, maybe Tommy Vercetti has gotten too big for little Ken Rosenberg and is no longer answering his calls, or maybe they had some sort of fallout. But either way,
Aw.
the fact that he's trying to man. Now the next reference actually occurs in the mission The Meat Business in GTA San Andreas, where CJ essentially has to rescue Ken Rosenberg.
Oh, San
And
Andreas.
in that social problems tab, they have bikers. Now Ken Paul is a character in Vice City who is my hero, which would indicate to me
Whatever.
Yeah.
so if you're driving
So
on the
apparently
highway
there's a bunch
on
of
the
Easter
west
eggs
side
where
of the
Vercetti's.
map, if you
At least that's what I kind of figured. And I
Yeah.
saw the name like Vercetti. I don't remember him. And
So,
of course, I don't really
in
remember much.
GTA
Of
6, Mike DeSantis is gonna walk in. Bitch, I told you make a sandwich.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
That's
cameo.
what it is. You actually end up,
And you
playing-
have to you have to make a sandwich with a gun to your head.
and it's like you got to control the things, and the hands shake and everything. He's like, better not screw it up.
Tilt the controller wrong. Smack.
You know that had
Fucking-
like dialogue in the fucking background as you're doing it. It's like, don't mess it up. You better not. This is gonna be an awesome game.
Oh, yeah. I get to learn the experience of motherhood.
The first mission is giving birth.
Smother a child. Wait, what? I guess we know what kind of mothers we would be.
Ah, jeez. Yeah. So anyway, going all the way back, apparently they're gonna drop that. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. I got Sam.
Sam.
I don't see your Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, I got him in Funko.
Did you?
Yeah. I saw it and I'm like, aw, I gotta get that. Because I got the Sam for you.
I got this. This Sam's for you.
I
It used to be Bud, but you know we all know what happened to Budweiser. Oh,
yeah,
speaking
you end up
of,
blowing a tranny.
it's, yeah, I
And
know.
then you need to buy a whole new car because no one wants to replace
Had all
the
that
transmission.
tranny fluid all over. Oh, he's leaking tranny fluid. It's all over my feet.
That's called semen.
Oh, jeez. Tranny fluid all over my feet. Yeah, but so GTA 6 is gonna theoretically come out in the next half a decade. At least gonna get a trailer for it so we can break the law again. Not unlike
Some Red Dead too.
not Red Dead 2.
No, I mean some Red Dead as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not unlike the Attorney General from New York.
Oh,
Making up stories to, in her mind, hopefully get Trump out of at least the elections. But evidently, the bank that Trump allegedly defrauded, according to our Attorney General, overvaluing his property to obtain loans down in Florida. So our Attorney General is looking for, it's a civil case because they couldn't get anything with substance. Apparently, the bank gave a testimony, or an old banker, not a banker, but where is it? Gave a testimony. Oh, I got the article down there. saying that what Trump did was there was nothing wrong with what Trump did in their dealings. It's, quote, it's not unusual or atypical for any client to provide financial statements to be adjusted to that level, to that extent. Yeah, bank executive David Williams said. Williams also said he personally went to Trump's tower in 2011 to review bank and brokerage statements to verify there was $51.8 million in marketable securities and $178 million in cash balances. Which now, that raises the question of whether or not we can charge, or at least start to file a charge against the Attorney General for election interference.
Great. You just got this video struck down on YouTube.
Probably.
You can't talk about that misinformation.
I still have a warning on my YouTube channel from that one. Remember the episode from, I think it was like 5.
You mean the one where men are really need assistance?
Yes. That
Episode?
one, with all the shit that we had fucking like.
It's like conspiracy theories.
Not the one. There were so many like, how do I say, just against the grain comedy in that. And I'm like, man, this episode's going to get struck down. And it did. And I'm like, oh, for what? And it said misinformation. I'm like, fucking.
Yeah, because men really need assistance.
Are you kidding me? Anyway. So out of CNN, a wealth management group managing director testified Tuesday that the bank anticipates that the net worth of the high wealth clients like Donald Trump can be elevated on self-reported financial statements, but it wouldn't necessarily stop the bank from issuing the loan, and didn't for Trump's loans. David Williams, who worked in the bank's private wealth management division for 17 years, said the bank wasn't phased. It's not unusual or atypical for any clients to provide financial statements. He testified in the New York civil fraud trial. Williams was involved in loans for Trump Organization loan assets like the old post office, Doral Golf Resort and Spa, and the Trump International Hotel and Tower in Chicago, often signing credit reports related to the loans. His testimony Tuesday reinforced Trump's defense argument that the lender was not defrauded and the bank personal conducted a due diligence process that did not rely on Trump's personal finances or financial statements that the judge ruled fraudulent before the trial started. Trump has also argued that the bank was happy to have his business. Quote, we expect clients provided information to be accurate, Williams testified. At the same time, it is not an industry standard that these financial statements are audited. They largely reliant on the use of estimate. That said, we account for that and make some adjustments as a conservative measure. So he didn't do anything. So like I said last week, or the week before, whatever the fucking week it was, these, like, transparently and obviously, these charges are bunk.
They're just they are trying everything they possibly can to throw as much shade on him as possible. They're literally at this point, they're grabbing it. They're just literally trying to grab air.
The straws aren't even there anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody help.
They're out of straws, dude. At this point.
It's like.
At this point, the worst thing they could do, because obviously we see how Trump's numbers have gone up because of all this.
In like every community too. Not just like the standard right-wing whatever community, but the black community, the Hispanic community. Black community is up to 22%, which is fucking unheard of. At least in the last 20-some years.
I'm just saying, like, the worst thing they could do is leave him alone. Because
yeah, I
genuinely feel like if they did not put the limelight, if they like, all right, we're leaving him alone, we're not going to bother him anymore. He's free to go.
That's, I think, is the best thing they could do.
No, that'd be the worst thing.
How so?
Look at all the shit they've done so far.
Right.
It's making them more and more popular. Dude, at this point...
I think we're saying the same thing, just different. Like, I think if the Democratic Party or anyone on the left stopped going after Trump, that would be bad because then he wouldn't be in headlines anymore. So then there's a bigger chance that people would kind of like float out of it, that he would float out of people's heads.
Yes, that's
Like
what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, I think we're on the same page. Just on, like I'm reading it from here and you're reading it from there.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they wanted to do themselves any good,
I don't even know. Because if they don't do anything, it'll just be a regular election.
what's that?
In which, that's a good question. Because I don't.
Isn't that the one where you go behind closed doors and pull out your wiener, and the first one the doctor says that doesn't look weird is okay, wins?
Yes.
I hate those elections. I always get kicked out.
Oh, man. I got a restraining order against
But I guess I got to be a real doctor to look at men's wieners. Fucking losers.
Yeah. My doctor's office is just a bunch of holes in the wall. Turn your head and...
Cry.
Yeah.
I know I will be.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, so now in New York, our Attorney General is... What? All right. Well, one, the Attorney General is obviously meddling with elections, allegedly. At least that's what some people are saying.
We are not stating that there is guaranteed, irrefutable evidence that the Attorney General has had any election interference. We are saying that there are speculations out there that the Attorney General may or may not have been involved in one way, shape, or another, possibly, or not at all, with an election process.
Also in New York, George Santos. George Santos, the congressman.
Oh, God, sorry.
Got ousted.
Yes.
Yeah. He got ousted this past week.
Yep.
Was it last December, revealed that Santos had lied about key elements of his resume as a candidate, including claims he had graduated from, was it Brock College?
Brock or broke, something like that.
Yeah. And New York University, and worked at...
Wait, B-R-O-U-C-K?
B-A-R-U-C-K, U-C-H.
Oh, yeah.
Barracuda.
Barracuda. Dude.
And worked at Citigroup and Goldman Sachs.
That's a different song.
That's GD.
Yeah, whatever. Come on the land of ice. No, I don't know the words, so let's just go.
Hey, Macarena. Yeah, you know, that one song by The Who or whatever it is. Yeah, so he was voted, what is it, 100, it was 311 to 114 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. So he was ousted in New York. You know, because us New York politicians, our politicians are doing so great. Great enough to where fucking quarantine camps are now evidently back. Hear that?
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it a little bit last week.
They haven't actually done anything though.
New York just made it legal to quarantine and isolate citizens indefinitely. A New York appeal court has just upheld Governor Kathy Hochul and the state's appeal that the government should have the authority to isolate and or quarantine anyone with a highly contagious disease. But they don't fucking specify what the diseases are. Isolation, quarantine, and like I said before, on one of the lists, they have Lyme disease. And I just scratch my head. I'm like, so we're just fucking making shit up.
I don't have Lyme disease. I have Lemon's disease. It's different.
That's right. It's not so infectious.
Sour. I mean,
yeah. What?
Yeah.
The original regulation wasn't even made during COVID. It was enacted under the state's emergency authorization powers on February 22nd, 2022. It has since been renewed in 90-day intervals, which that I knew, with the state pushing for permanent adoption. A legal challenge ensued with the New York Supreme Justice upholding the plaintiff's argument, saying that it's unconstitutional. No shit. Is this the part where I make a statement? Not even a statement, just kind of bring up concentration camps?
Yeah, isn't that where you want to go to concentrate and learn harder?
Yeah. Was George Carlin had no rights, just right this way? Something like that.
Yeah, sure. Isn't he the one who also talked about snapper being an old terminology? You know, snapper lawnmowers. Snapper back in his day used to mean pussy. That's an awfully big red pussy you got there.
At New York Attorney General, the Attorney General again, Letitia. It might as well be. James's behalf, the appeal court has now overturned the ruling, and it is downright frightening the consequences that this could have on American liberties. The state will now be able to instruct the Department of Health to, quote, pick and choose which New Yorkers they can lock up or lock down without any proof of they're sick and without any proof of you've been exposed to a communicable disease, according to the attorney Debbie Ann Cox. It gets worse. There is no time limit, so they can lock you up or lock you down for days, weeks. There's no location restrictions. They can put you in any facility they want. They can either lock you down in their house or they can remove you from the house with the force of police and put you in a facility detention center that they choose. You would have no say. And if that wasn't enough, there's no procedure in how you actually get out of the quarantine once you're there, which is why the New York Justice Poltz ruled that the involuntary detention is severe deprivation of individual liberty, far from egregious, or far more egregious than other health and safety measures, and was a violation of constitutional due process. Instead of fighting for the people, Attorney General James argued that the plaintiffs lacked standing.
That's fucking stupid.
New York is just a fucking awesome place to be.
Yeah.
You want to keep going with New York?
Sure, why not?
So, Kathy Hochul's misinformation training. Did you hear that one?
I did. I want to say somebody I know in law enforcement recently talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's like...
This is more directed for kids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
God.
Hochul touts media literacy toolkit for kids against misinformation as hate crimes surge. Here we go with Hochul announced an initiative to, quote, combat online hate ahead of Thanksgiving holiday last week after alarming surges in hate against Jews, Muslims, and Arabs coincided with the Israel-Hamas war, and a media literacy toolkit for students was among them. The rising tide of hate is putting all New Yorkers at risk, and as governor, I'm committed to tackling this crisis head-on, Hochul said. We're deploying physical security resources, expanding our threat management, and of course we are, and assessment teams, calling for stronger action and social media companies, or from social media companies, and encouraging families and communities to come together to fight hate. New York has always been a beacon of hope, tolerance, and inclusivity, and we will be defined by how we come together to condemn hate in all forms. Hail to the party. Oh, I thought that was in there. Maybe not. I guess I was just reading between the lines.
We are going on a trip to a place called Auschwitz. It is shower time. Little New York's fine. Because we are going to the camps where we get to spank an ass.
The release said Hochul's plan involves allocating $3 million to expand the Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, domestic terrorism prevention units, threats assessment and management to colleges and universities across New York State, and instructing the agency to also develop the media literacy toolkit so parents and schools can teach students in grades K through 12 how to better spot misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, and those fucking conspiracy theories.
Jesus.
Yeah. This will teach students and even teachers to help understand how to spot conspiracy theories. Here's the fucking problem. the way they use the term conspiracy theories or conspiracy theorists is every fucking conspiracy is like Bigfoot and all the shit that's not even really conspiracy theories, but it's all fake. The conspiracy theory is fake. No, it's not. Gulf of Tonkin was a fucking conspiracy theory until it was revealed that it actually fucking happened. Like, that is now just a conspiracy, because that's what it was. Reality. A theory is just, the shit doesn't fucking smell right, and there's a lot of arrows pointing in a certain direction, so maybe just pay attention to it.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh.
I was actually going to look up the actual video that song comes from, but I'm like, probably shouldn't play that on the radio.
Which, on the radio? We're on the radio. He just fell back 20 years. Add it on.
You wouldn't want to go back 20 years and change some shit, maybe?
No.
Knowing what you know today?
Nope.
Knowing what you know today, you don't want to go back 20 years and maybe kind of try to prevent a few things from happening that we're dealing with today?
No.
Why?
That would be me.
I'm not saying us.
Like in the what would I...
You think we'd be any different if, let's say, Bo Jiden wasn't in office? I think we'd still be hanging out.
Who are you talking about? Bo Jiden.
Oh, just some made-up person in some...
Oh.
Like the president of a company, the vice president, chairman, whatever. Bo Jiden.
Oh, it'd be cool if he had a son named Bunter Hayden.
Yeah, he does.
Hayden.
Bunter likes to hide his wiener in girls. And then pretend their kids aren't his.
There's also apparently, in New York, there's going to be a ban on the terms... No, I am sorry. New York City is set to become the largest American city to ban discrimination based on a person's weight and height.
So no fucking calling people short and fat. Or tall and skinny.
I think it's mostly on jobs. That's what they're talking about. In regards to, like, getting hired because you're overweight. Or not hired, rather, because you're overweight.
You know what? Actually, I got to agree with that one. And when I give you this example, you're going to be like, holy shit, I never thought about it like that. I see no reason with 500-pound fucking Phil Collins over there diving into an ocean to save little Timmy. Got him! That'd be so unfair to discriminate against him. I just touch... That 500-pound fat fucker should have every chance to save a child as much as the next and die trying.
Yeah, this is Eric Adams signed legislation that prohibits employment, housing, and public accommodations discrimination based on a person's height, weight, or body size. More fat shaming, body
so
shaming.
now we can give specific health required jobs to people who can't fulfill them. Like a firefighter. You're telling me that 500-pound fat Phil Collins fucker, or whatever. Sorry, Phil Collins.
Why Phil Collins? Why?
Colin Phillips.
Okay. There's a poor guy out there that's like, what the fuck? Why me?
He's probably one of our fans.
He's
love Collins.
He's got a soda. He's like, oh.
Fucking 500-pound Colin Phillips.
Sorry, Colin.
Fucking that just... I wanted to be a firefighter. Well, you can't... Oh, I can't say you can't. Go ahead, try. Save that burning building. Now, not only do the fucking babies die, but the whole fucking burning building smells like fucking bacon grease.
I got that baby all over. I got burning baby all over me.
Come on, I'm like...
No one should ever be discriminated against based on...
Why'd you go fucking cheat on that? Nobody should ever...
on their height and weight. We all deserve the same access to employment, housing, and public accommodations, regardless of our appearance. It shouldn't matter how tall you are or how much you weigh when you're looking for a job, are out on the town, or trying to rent an apartment. All right. You are, how do the Hodge twins put this? Too healthy. You got too much vitamins and minerals in you. You're not obese. You're just too healthy. Too much in you, right? Okay, and you're so healthy that you can barely fucking walk. And there's an apartment for rent. It's on the 9th floor. You got to accommodate me. So young Betsy Petsy over here, that's,
Betsy Petsy.
Yeah, 5'8" and 130 pounds. Well, I'm sorry, Betsy Petsy, you're going to have to move up to the 9th floor because Colin Phil here, who's too healthy, he's got to move down to this 1st floor apartment because we have to, we can't discriminate against him. Sorry. Or the owner of the apartment building is going to have to put this massive fucking crane lift in there, or an elevator, whatever you want to call it.
The claw.
And you know who's going to drive it? It's going to be Tom.
Buzz.
No, it's going to be Tom
Hanks and Woody Allen.
No, Tom Cruise from. It's going to be Tom Cruise from War of the Worlds when he's in that huge fucking crane where he's sitting above it. That's who's going to control it.
No, I want Tom from Scary Movie 4.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
He's falling asleep in the lovers, smashing shit.
This law will help level the playing field for all New Yorkers, create more inclusive workplaces and living environments, and protect against discrimination. How is this going to protect against discrimination? Out of curiosity.
It's not.
Brainstorm.
It's going to cause more harm than it does help.
Let's try to take the fucking yoga class that the left likes to do. How would this help protect against discrimination? Start stretching. Come on. Get those muscles stretching out. We're doing stretch arm for fucking Delseem here. Yoga bullshit.
Yoga fucked.
Let's see. If anyone can work, income and help and friendly groceries, and yes. That's about all I got. I don't understand how this will help and protect against discrimination. Because now what you're going to have is like these too healthy people. And I'm just picking on people that are too healthy. But super tall, like, 7'7"? Like, hey, you want to work in a bookstore? Actually, that would be great. Because they could reach all the...
Gotcha, bitch.
I could do inventory.
You know what, though? I've already thought of a way around it.
Oh, wait. Here's something, though, for too healthy people. The legislation does not prevent employees from offering incentives in connection with voluntary wellness programs. So, hey, tons of fun. If you will hire you, but you'll get a insurance cut or insurance break cost-wise if you enroll in this health and wellness program.
That's bullshit.
But that would be discrimination.
Against
Why are you telling me and nobody else? But they'd tell everybody else.
Here's the problem I have with that. How is that fucking fair? That fatty McFat fuck over here with a fupa for fucking weeks decides...
There's a lot of F's in that.
Oh, he has to only pay 50% of the insurance rate because he's going to fucking take a hot goat yoga finger up the ass class. But you and me got to pay 100% of our fucking medical insurance coverage just to get coverage.
No, it would be for everybody. You know that that would come up and that would cause a bigger stink. And I have to believe that the people that push this shit know that too. All right, you're right.
Yeah, at this point in the fucking game, dude, at this point in the game...
That's my stretching, all right?
No, the stretching, we can't even stretch anymore.
I can't, look at me.
Because when we sit there and throw out... noodle. When we sit there and throw out fucking jokes about this shit, what happens? I can sit there and say, I hope till the cows come home that the fucking businesses are going to do this and the government's going to do that and they're going to realize how they fucked up and it's going to get fixed. Ain't going to fucking happen. They're going to somehow find a way.
My head just naturally shakes no.
They're going to look at it and be like, this is fucked 7 ways
Let's
from Friday.
see. This makes too much sense, so let's change that.
I got it.
Blah, 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 bullshit.
There. Now it's fucked 40 ways from next month.
Yeah, that's right.
We got it. Fucking retard. Oh, I can't say that word.
Want to keep going? Hochul. New York will stop using terms like feminine hygiene and sanitary napkins, says Governor Hochul. New York State is ditching the terms feminine hygiene products and sanitary napkins in favor of more inclusive language.
What the fuck is
I'm not done with the sentence. According to New York Governor Kathy Hochul. Okay, go ahead.
What the fuck is discriminatory about sanitary? So you mean to tell me, hold the fuck on.
Okay.
This is a stretch for you, buddy.
Okay.
You're telling me,
Buddy.
I can sit there and be like, I'm offended about sanitary wipes. I want unsanitary wipes to wipe my pee hole with.
You shut your mouth if you knew it was good for you, buddy. Hochul this month signed into law the Health Equity and Opportunity legislative package, which replaces all instances and variations of the phrases in correction law, public health law, and tax law with gender non-specific terminology like menstrual products and pads. Because all those fucking guys that are going through their menstrual cycle. I mean, fuck. There's so many goddamn terms out there.
You mean the guys that stuff spaghetti sauce up their butts and have a period?
That is the weirdest fucking shit.
That's actually happened, yes.
That's right. I did hear about
Hence
that.
the joke. And guys, they actually make. I'm gonna look it up after I drop this. They actually make a rectally inserted birthing device.
You mean that rubber baby thing we saw?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that like a year and a half ago or
They
something.
make a rubber baby.
Yeah,
that
and you
a
shove it, and there's two different sizes.
trans person can insert into their rectum to simulate childbirth. At that point, is it really about just giving birth, or is it about seeing how much they can gape their shit?
It's like putting gauges in your ears. How big are your holes?
0. Wow.
How big is your baby? I put it in my ear.
I ain't fitting. I could maybe fit a fetus.
Additionally, the legislative package requires free menstrual products be provided to students in private middle and high schools. Requires cosmetologists to receive training in all hair types and patterns, including natural hair types, and designates March 8th each year as International Women's Day.
Hey, speaking of International Women's Day.
All right.
My cucumber is not pink because I'm brown. Roast beef.
My coochie meow meow is not pink because I'm a dude.
What?
My
Yeah.
coochie meow meow is not pink because I am brown. Hashtag roast beef. My coochie meow meow is not pink because I'm a man. Eggplant.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. She goes on to say, we know now more than ever before the positive impact inclusivity, or the positive impact inclusivity has on communities. And in New York, we're taking the steps to ensure equity for all.
Sorry, internet. I'm scratching my balls.
From healthcare to hair care.
My balls.
From simply updating the way certain products are referred to.
They go by they, them.
To expand access to vital resources for those who may need the most. I don't understand.
Because there's 2 of them. It's plural. No. How the fuck is sanitary
She, he.
non-inclusive? And before you say, oh, what about the homeless people that are bums and dirty? Motherfucker, there's cold public bathrooms. Plenty of water in those toilets. Just flush a few times.
Well, Funny you say that, because Hochul is also spending $12.5 million on harm reduction programs that critics say enable junkies. Says Hochul administration is pumping another $4.5 million into the so-called harm reduction strategies to deal with New York's opiate epidemic. For an eye-popping $12.5 million in public funds this year on programs critics say enable junkies and encourage addiction. The State Office of Addiction Services and Support began soliciting proposals last month from nonprofits seeking a piece of the $4.5 million pot, with 15 expected to be paid up to $300,000 spread over 3 years to develop and continue harm reduction service projects statewide.
Well, hold on. There's a lot of contradictions in that shit I just heard. I'm kind of confused.
Go ahead.
Harm reduction that encourages addicts.
Yes, hold on.
What is one of these harm reduction programs? What does it entail? What does it mean?
Hochul announced the state health department was spending another $8 million on needle exchange programs, vending machines stocked with free crack pipes, and other lefty harm reduction strategies. By May, the state plans to dole out 2-year contracts totaling up to $300,000 each to nonprofits specializing in such services. So there's your answer. So you have a vending machine of Oreos, M&Ms, and like those Twister Cheetos, and then a crack pipe. It'll be right next to the gum. It's about the same size.
I wonder if, like, because I mean, we made some, we smoked our bit of grass back in the day. Not crack, but we smoked our bit of grass back in the day, and we didn't always have a rolling paper, or always have a bong, or always have a pipe. Just think about some of the crazy shit we used to smoke out of.
And now I'm worried about like plastic leaching and shit like that. There's plastic leaching into my water. Rewind 15.
It's all good. Crush the soda can in. Stab. All right.
15, 20 years.
It works. Let's get a few seeds and stems in there, but we'll be all right. A fucking water bong out of a Mountain Dew Code Red bottle, a pen.
Isn't it weird fucking becoming
10 millimeter socket, and a sink faucet screen?
I mean, yeah, that's
Shut up, cameraman.
That's it right there. Isn't it weird becoming an adult? The things I think about now, but then when you reminisce back in the day, like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Or is it wrong? What was wrong with me then, or what's wrong with me now? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I guess it's just because I've seen things. So,
I think I want to make one.
I think we've had enough. I think we've had enough of New York for one night. That was a laundry list of shit, and that was not planned by any means. It just so happened a bunch of shit this week came out. It was like, Hochul's doing this, Hochul's doing this, Hochul's doing this. Like, wow, this broad's on a fucking roll.
Nuts in her mouth in a minute. Oh wait, that's it. That's right.
Yeah. National Review. The border crisis costs American taxpayers $451 billion annually.
Yep.
The southern border crisis costs American taxpayers around $451 billion per year for services provided to a record number of illegal aliens under the Biden administration, according to one estimate in a Republican-led investigation.
Well, hold on. I got to stop you there.
All right.
I don't mean to cut you off, but here's the thing. And I remember seeing that earlier, and I kind of like, oh, that's kind of a big number.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to say, oh, that's all fucking right propaganda.
Right.
Unfortunately, that number literally starts from like the guys that's a collective number based on everything having to do with the border.
Are you talking about having to do with like the border patrol, the shipping, the fuel costs, and
unfortunately, yes.
I don't
the housing,
but
the food,
I wouldn't,
the stimulus checks they're being given.
I wouldn't call that unfortunate though.
Well, no.
I mean, when you say unfortunately, like
Well, no.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Okay, so maybe I'm saying it wrong. What I'm trying to get at is if you separate all of the necessity costs out of that, like all the troops that we're paying to sit at the border,
Right.
all the fence repairs, all the maintenance repairs, all the process, all the due process shit that has to go down for a person to come to America as a legal U.S. citizen. Everything that stops the illegals to that point where they do come in legally and process properly, that is what I call the necessary cost.
Right.
The unnecessary cost is the fucking all 500 charter buses that
Wow.
Kamala Harris chartered to ship these fucking illegals.
Law
And-
enforcement, healthcare, education, housing, other sectors due to influx of illegal immigrants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the shit that they should not be getting, which, don't get me wrong, there are people trying to come into this country seeking asylum from travesties.
Right.
And that's okay. They are welcome. That is what America was founded on.
Right.
But there is a process for that. There was, I think you shared it to me. There was a girl's body that was found. It was one of the TikToks you sent me. A group of illegals raped and murdered this girl and left her body on a job site. Like out in the open for people to see.
Was that the one where was that in the States or was that in Ireland? Because Ireland is going through their own immigration
Oh,
crisis.
I know,
right now.
Ireland
and
is, yeah.
Conor McGregor's all fucking over that.
Really?
Oh yeah, you haven't heard that?
I didn't hear anything about him being involved.
Well, I mean, I'll get back to the illegals here, but let me find it. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, there's oh shit. No.
And no offense or nothing, but I don't see Biden going over there bitching up and storming him. You need to let these people in. They are seeking asylum from terrible people that make them rub their legs and smell their kids. And
Let me find
I got chocolate ice cream.
No, I not this. Pardon me here while I try to find
It's
this.
okay. It is okay. I'm just admiring your collection. I got thinking about that. Maybe I would try to not mirror your collection, but at least get some of the major characters that I like out of your collection in Funko version.
That's what I started with.
Like I got Shredder. I got Super Shredder too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Although he looks a little bit different than yours.
See, right
Yours
here.
looks like I need to fucking do his workout routine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Motherfucker, his doll's got a fucking 8-pack of abs.
Conor McGregor doubles down on criticism of Ireland's immigration policies after riots. There's a bunch of riots in Ireland.
Yeah, I heard about
this
that.
last week. After an immigrant stabbed 5 people, including 3 children, outside of a school. And that's where all this came from. And now a lot of people in Ireland are up in an uproar because of the same problem that we have here. There's just fucking illegals are coming in. It's like, well, it's the same problem. But now McGregor is all up in arms over it. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
This is Conor McGregor on X. I do not connect crime with migration. I connect crime with your government's many failed policies in protecting and securing the inhabitants of Ireland. There is a real lapse in national security. We need a brand new task force found to assess all entrants into Ireland.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so that's going back to our immigration catastrophe. Yeah, Ireland is having the same issue. So that you were talking about the video I sent you. So I didn't know if that was
Yeah,
Ireland's
no,
or if
that
it
was definitely. I think that was definitely an American-based illegal situation.
right.
where it was a group of illegals found a girl, like they kidnapped a girl, they raped and assaulted. I don't know if she actually. Hold on, let me see if I. Give me a second.
All right, go ahead, so I can go through this.
Yeah, I gotta TikTok you a little bit.
The $451 billion figure takes into account the millions of illegal immigrants released. Department of Homeland Security, as well as 1.7 million so-called gotaways.
White people still can't fucking admit they're
once you start, there's no going back.
Immigration.
New York's Governor Kathy Hochul.
Show you from the West Bank.
This total.
You hear that fun?
Said Biden administration has failed to remove more than 99% of the illegal immigrants who have been released into the U.S., or about 2.15 million from Biden's inauguration to March 31st, 2023. In those 2 years, immigration authorities only removed 108,100. The latest committee findings come as the House considers whether to advance or block Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's impeachment resolution on Mayorkas. The vote is set for late Monday. I think I vaguely remember something about a stabbing or a multi-stabbing or raping or something like that in the States, but who the fuck knows? Because there's so much shit and dealing with the border.
Yeah, it's.
Like I couldn't even tell you.
But yep, things are great. Things are better than they've ever been. You know, and because of the way Biden economics are working, I mean, they saw record sales this Black Friday. Didn't
Not really.
Yeah,
everything I saw. We talked about the Black Friday sales last week and everything right after, but apparently Karine Jean-Pierre, I think it's somewhere on here.
Yeah, KJP.
She made a statement saying that,
look it up, folks,
this year's sales is going to be, they're going to have record-breaking sales this year during the holiday season. Like, oh, we're projecting it to go up like, I think 3 or 4% compared to what has been in the past year, or in past years, the last few years, something to that effect. And there's a couple of fucking discrepancies here.
Well, yeah.
One is, the first thing is, one, you're comparing this year to like the pandemic, say. That's a bullshit comparison. Because during that's like when Joe Biden says we've had an increase in jobs over. That's like there's a fucking problem. You cut everyone's jobs, open things back up, give everyone their jobs back. Look at the job I did. I gave everyone work. 350,000 fucking jobs I introduced. Like, no, you didn't. You just fucking stopped work for a while and let them go back to work. That's not creating a job. That's just opening up shit again. But going along with that, you're comparing past numbers to the pandemic and coming out of the pandemic. So people are going to start going back to the store. So if you're talking about that kind of increase, sure, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count towards your credit, though. All you did was lift the limitations of what stopped that.
Right. The second thing is, this is a perfect example of, and I think most people that are in the workforce can attest to this. This is the perfect example of management having no fucking concept of being in touch with reality. They are completely fucking clueless. Oh no, everything's great. Like, are you out there? Are you do you see what the fuck is on the streets? Do you see in the day-to-day life of going to the grocery store and picking shit up? It's a complete fucking, it's madness.
Well,
it's complete madness. Cost is, it doesn't fucking matter. You make good money. A housing fucking market is completely bullshit right now. Complete bullshit. Unless you want to buy a house for, what, 70 grand? Not bad. But then have to put in 50, 60, 70 grand. And now this is prices up in upstate New York where it's cheap as shit. That's not talking about like down in Jersey. Stuff like that where a cheap bullshit house is, what, $400,000. I'm not talking about those prices. You can take that and adjust it for whatever those fucking costs are.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when people aren't in fucking like touch. They're just not in touch with anybody. So like, oh yeah, the prices are good. Prices are like coming down. Like, what compared to last fucking week? Okay, 10 cents doesn't make shit. Like, it doesn't make much fucking difference if milk is still what $3.89 a gallon or what the fuck, or
Well, here's the thing.
$4.19 a gallon, or
Here's the thing. They're sitting there saying, oh, prices are down. Prices are down. Okay, 3 years ago, when gas was $2.75, let's say, they jacked that shit up to $4. 4 plus. Actually, it was over $4.
$5.05.
It broke $5 at one
I
point.
remember, not to cut you off, but I remember it was not this summer, the summer before, going down to Stewart's when I was at work. I was picking something up. Actually, I might have been filling gas cans. Going down there, and someone got out of their car and took a fucking picture of the prices of gas. Here's the fuckery. I don't know if they were taking a picture because they were traveling. I don't know if they were taking a picture and like going, wow, look how expensive it is. Or, wow, look how cheap it is here. It was $5.05 a gallon of regular fucking gas.
So, but, because we've talked about this before. So, $2.75 3 years ago.
Right.
$5.05 2 years ago. Now we're at 360.
360, yeah.
360, 365. Yeah, prices are down. You know what they're not down to? What they were under the previous administration.
Yeah, but
So they're not wrong.
But you know what people will say? Well, the president doesn't control gas prices. Well, maybe he doesn't directly, but fucking policies he puts in, things he shuts down or opens up sure does. Like, I don't know, pipelines or some shit like that.
What's a pipeline?
Yeah, don't worry about it. And not Kathy Hochul's pipeline, because that's just a fucking line of people at the vending machine to get pipes. Different fucking pipeline. Never mind.
No, you got that pipeline wrong. The pipeline she's talking about, she's getting. This is when she's
yeah, there's a line, all right.
There's
But
a line of guys with pipe ready to give it to her. Pipe. Am I a citizen yet? Oh, no. Pipe.
She sounds like, oh, shit.
Am I a citizen yet?
What's her name?
Citizenship granted.
Sounds like a female version of, what the hell is that?
No, but there's the thing. So, yeah, great. They're not wrong. But they haven't done fucking shit to change. But the national averages are higher than what they were 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
They doubled from what they were, and then they cut them back down half. So now we're about 50% higher, paying more for stuff than we were 4 years ago, but 50% less than what we were paying for shit a year ago.
Right.
Anybody who can fucking has a hard time figuring that out, I want you to listen to a song.
Double it and cut it in half.
Leonard Skinner, Give Me 3 Steps. Because it teaches you the saying, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back.
That song's about not getting his ass shot.
Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, you missed it. It's more people listen to a good song.
That's okay. Yeah, let's listen to it. I don't know why, but it is a good Skinner.
Yeah, but like the old saying goes, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. So we were here. They brought us here. Oh, but look, we brought it back.
Yeah.
But you notice the lines don't match up, right?
Yeah.
So then.
Yeah, but just turn that. Turn it. Oh, look, it's a nice even line all the way across. It's all.
And that is left
good.
logic.
Bidenomics.
Bidenomics.
You know what would help, though? Or you know what does help? Knowing that our money that's gone overseas to Ukraine is helping Zelensky get more yachts.
I heard about that.
So he can sail the 7 seas and look for treasure like Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger.
You ever think that Zelensky at just any point in his yachting stood on the bow while the boat was moving?
Let's envision.
I'm sailing. Set an open course on U.S. dollars.
That's what he is. He's actually using the lots to sail in a giant pool like Scrooge McDuck.
Of American dollars.
Once seen as a beacon of hope against corruption, the Ukrainian leader is now caught in a scandal involving the yachts, quote, "Lucky Me" and "My Legacy."
I had a boat. I had cancer.
$75 million. But I heard if you Google search this, you'll get a whole bunch of debunk. And they said, well, technically, one of the yachts is still up for sale, so it's false information. But then I'm like, okay, is this one of the things where you go to buy a car and it's still listed as for sale, even though you're signing the paperwork? And until you get it in and they process all your information, and then the next day it's like, sold. But it is mine.
Did you ever see this?
What?
For example, go ahead and tell it on the slide. Grass is blue. I'm a tall black man. I've never seen Jersey Shore. I love it. I've never missed one. I've heard good things.
Listen.
Now go ahead and say something that is true so we can properly calibrate the machine. I have a 12-inch penis. That's kind of weird. It should have gone off. Why? Because there's no way. I have a 12-inch penis. Actually, it might be 13. No? I guess it's 12. Seriously?
It gets-
With a 12-inch penis? How is that even possible? Okay. I'm getting a little uncomfortable with this line of questioning. I'm sorry. You're right. I mean, it's just at 12 inches. That is like a freaking beef bus. You know what I'm saying? Why are you so concerned about my penis? I mean, are you gay or something? What? No. Hey, nobody loves pussy more than I do. All right, I'm a flaming homosexual.
It gets better.
Have you ever been fired from a job before? No, 3 times. Have you ever stolen from an employer before? No. All right. Damn it. How much would you say you've stolen before? $100? $500. So much I've lost count. $44,793. That's a lot of money, Dean. Well, I had cancer. I bought a boat.
Zelensky.
I named it cancer.
You notice the machine doesn't go off?
This interview is going really well. Yeah? No. This is the worst interview I've ever been a part of. Normally you'd be gone. However, company policy dictates I ask you one final question. Okay? Would you ever have sex with a man in order to get a job? No? Welcome to the firm.
The minute
Well, prospective employee.
I thought about that the whole time after
So-
he texted me the Zelensky house. I had cancer. I bought a boat
And named it cancer.
and named it cancer. And the machine never goes off, so you know he was telling the truth.
Yeah, so there's Zelensky right there.
Would you ever have sex with a man to get a job? No. Welcome to the firm. Would you ever deal with Biden in order to get ahead of life? No. Here's $1 million.
So, did you hear the ATF?
What's going on with them?
Been tracking people based on odd things, too. Which,
Wait. You're telling me that there's an organization out there that if you say, let's say you search something, I don't know, like fertilizer, and it's extremely combustible purposes on the internet,
right?
someone might track you?
No. It's, exclusive. This is... Hold on, where is it? The Gun Owners of America, the GOA, exposes ATF for using financial info to block gun purchases.
I'm not surprised.
Let's see. Let me see if I can actually find the federal government has been using Americans' income and gun purchases to conduct warrantless tracking and deny Second Amendment rights. Agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives gave salary estimates to the Federal Bureau of Investigation as the reason to have people's firearms purchases monitored. So, do you make enough? Epoch Times, Eric Pratt, Senior Vice President of GOA, told Epoch Times that the ATF's activities monitoring innocent people is a serious problem. Congress needs to rein in the rogue agency by either exercising oversight over it or abolishing the unconstitutional agency altogether. These revelations come from new documents viewed by the Epoch Times, which it received from its Freedom of Information Act lawsuit. The latest production from the FOIA has hundreds of pages, many redacted, showing ATF agents requesting warrantless surveillance by the FBI for lawful reasons such as low salaries, past firearm purchases, and this is where I thought of you, sending quote-unquote bizarre messages.
Sending bizarre messages. Like,
look at our group text.
oh,
I mean, we are all being fucking surveilled. There's no way.
I still have that one screenshot. Hold on.
The Epoch Times exclusive report in January about the FBI's secret monitoring service that tracks people by the NICS for gun purchases for mere potential violations of law. Not even violation of law. Just, you might be a threat. So we're going to stifle you a little bit. Just a little. Kind of bullshitty, but
I still have that. I screenshotted that shit.
I remember that.
Folks at home.
No, don't do that. Though. We're gonna definitely. Well, maybe not, but I don't know. I already have a fucking strike on the channel.
Let's just put it to you this way. This is one of those.
No, we've brought this up on the show before.
Regardless.
Yes.
This was one of those moments where I was like, I got a zinger. And
I got
that hit so good.
I got $3 left over. I remember that. That wasn't that long ago. Yeah, so just judged on, I mean, like I said, text messages, depending on what your salary is.
Rich. The unconscious one is free of charge. Bullshit.
What a strange fucking group of friends.
We talk about that group is fucking perfect. I think if we talked about normal shit, like, I don't know by normal standards what that would mean, but you know, like golfing, I guess.
Yeah.
Mowing lawns and
going to football games.
Yeah.
With your kid.
Something. I don't know.
Got war paint on.
I'd want out of that group. Hey, taking the boy to the Niners game this Sunday. You fellas want to come along and have a brewski with me?
Nope, I'm going to the Washington Commanders game with my kid. Got him all painted up. He's going to watch the game. Check it out. Fast forward a few days, he's all over fucking news. You know what's funny is they tried to pin him as painted blackface, even though he had the half and half. They took a picture of him, just one side of his face, and they smeared him with that.
Yeah.
The fuckery is, I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes.
His grandfather, I think, is a chieftain and a council, is a city council. What was it for? Preservation or something along the lines. So he's Native American. He's Native American blood, and he's racist. That's always fun.
You know they're just waiting for that opportunity to come back and be like, haha, fuckers.
The fucking point is I'm sorry if you disagree. I don't. Just through my work experience and just living, the country's not systemically racist.
No, it's
I've
not.
said it many times before.
No.
It's just not. But they're so desperately hoping that they can find some kind of systemic racism. Because it's not, they're just fucking lying and creating something that's racist so they can go, look at this. Look, he's got black face paint on. He's doing blackface. What a fucking racist. And turns out he's Native American. Go figure. And it's not a shock.
No, it's not.
Going on with the Washington Commanders. Well, he was a Chiefs fan. The Washington Commanders are being sued by the Native American Guardians Association, which has been trying to get the Commanders to change their name back to the Redskins.
Yeah.
The lawsuit states the logo on the Redskins helmet is an actual person. It's Chief Whitecalf. Every time they go out on the field, they were honoring Chief Whitecalf, and they were battling on the football field with the same honor and integrity and courage. They should continue that honor, and that's via NBC Montana. And I hope it does come back.
Oh, you and me both.
I hope it does come back. Just like fucking getting rid of Aunt Jemima, getting rid of Uncle Ben, getting rid of the Land O'Lakes, the Indian with the fucking lake. Now there's just the lake. Like, and I believe that was an actual Native American who drew that picture of the Indian on Land O'Lakes.
Just like on the side of the engine. That was a Native American drawing.
How long before this town gets rid of their... How long before that's insane.
You know what the sad part is?
I don't think that'll happen.
All that political shit right there, getting rid of all the insensitive imagery.
Right.
We made jokes about it. Going back to the NFL with the kid, it's like it's almost like somebody's reading from a script. Like we are literally calling these shots, these jokes, and it's almost like we have a play-by-play book of what's going to happen and how everything's written out.
You mean like the NFL?
I tried.
Evidently.
Piss poor segue, but I gave it a shot.
I mean, it works. It does work.
Yeah.
I was going to go somewhere else, but I can hit the NFL evidently being scripted. And now this is just based off a video I happened to see. And so I was like, oh, maybe. And I might have sent it to you. I'm not sure. But I do have some information from it. There was is the name in here? That would be awesome if it's not. It was a lawyer that worked, all right, yeah, Dan Goods, a veteran lawyer employed by the National Football League. He had stated that he stated the NFL was rigged. A lawyer for the National Football League. After that, 49 shot dead in gangland-style execution. The entertainment lawyer, 49, was found by passerbys slumped against the wheel of a BMW in Midtown Manhattan on Saturday. This is from 2018, so this is a few years back. He's the one that said...
Must have said something bad about the Clintons.
The Clintons may be involved in the NFL. He says, you need to understand the NFL is a $35 billion shared revenue corporation. Outcomes can't be left to chance. Total league revenues are shared equally by all franchises, so they don't care who wins or loses. Let me be perfectly clear here. It doesn't matter what the franchise, to the franchise owners, it doesn't matter to the players, but it matters to the league. Outcomes have been fixed to maximize profits ever since my early days here. The sad thing is that it's legal. Can you believe that? It's legal thanks to guys, entertainment lawyers like me. Like I said, he was a lawyer. In 2004, one of the suits he was involved with is the NFL argued, there was a statement during a lawsuit in 2004. He says the NFL argued they are not a collection of 32 teams in competition with each other. They argued they are a single entity providing entertainment in the marketplace, and as such, they are not subject to antitrust laws. The only other sport that
WWE.
occupies that legal position is World Wrestling Entertainment, which is scripted athletics.
NFE. That'll be the new slide. That'll be the new name of it.
National
It'll be the
Football
National
Entertainment.
Football League. It'll be the National Football Entertainment.
So I know we've talked about it before, and there's a lot of people that like. I mean, you watch games every week, and sometimes I think it's hyperbolic, but boy, there are some things, and a lot of people point to different certain plays during different games, like, oh, it's either scripted or the refs paid off, whatever it is. I can't just justify like a play that happens. I'm like, whatever. But on the grander scale, if you just look again, I think I've said this before, coming from a wrestling fan who like watched for decades, literally decades, if at the beginning of the season you see what happened the previous season, you see what happened in the off season, and when they come in and just kind of how the fans are reacting to different teams, like this year right now it's the Eagles, is like the hated team, and the Cowboys are the overrated team. That's kind of like what's going on right now. If you just watch it from a wrestling standpoint story arc, you kind of get what's going to happen and who's going where.
Oh, yeah.
And generally, I'm not that far off every time I just kind of call it. I should start just putting it fucking like at the beginning of the year, and like the first 3-4 weeks, you can kind of like, this is probably how this is going to go down. And I'm not that far off when I do this. So then again, I'm not willing to go out. It's like, oh, it's scripted, because I just feel like that's like being like, oh, Bigfoot's real.
Well,
Boy,
like wrestling, it might be scripted to an extent, but there are freak anomalies where things happen, things change.
Well, yeah,
the crowd is going one way versus what they thought it was going to go.
Sure.
So in the moment, on the fly, they change it up.
Perfect example is WrestleMania 18, The Rock versus Hogan.
Yep.
Hogan
God.
Hogan was a heel, The Rock was a face, and that's how they went into it. And I mean, you can take this with a grain of salt or a whole fucking vat of salt. Hogan said it. He goes, if this, like the fans are going to tell us what to do, and during the match they called it, and that's when Hogan started doing the old 1980s Hogan shit, like hulking up and I'm not gonna like that was a fucking awesome
drop a leg.
Yeah, but I mean that's what calling it on the fly. That's what happens. So that sure could happen, or like what they call in the wrestling terms, someone goes in business for themselves. So during the match, like, all right, this is the outcome, and there's like a beef between the two, and they just takes it upon himself, just beats the shit out of them. Yeah. Stan Henson's done it, Bruiser Brody back in the day, but all these old school guys.
Andre the Giant did
but
it
like
the Ultimate
a football
Warrior.
team might do that. Like, let's say we'll go in the beginning, like look at the Dolphins when they won that one game, fucking 70-20 or whatever the hell it was. Like, that's fucking Madden numbers. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They were fucking sending a message.
Yeah. Like, I don't like that. That could be scripted, or that could have been like, you know what? Why don't we just actually play football this time? And they go out and just fucking obliterate them. And the other team's like, I thought we were supposed to win, or cover the spread. Because how many fucking times have you seen the spread of different games? And it just happened. I think it was the Eagles and who the fuck did they play last week? Was it Seahawks? No, Bills.
Yeah, Bills.
I think it was the Bills. I think that was a game. Or maybe it was, I don't know, it was the Bills game. They played the game, and in the last fucking drive, there was a field goal which covered the spread. It was just covered the spread by 3 points.
Yeah.
And whatever the fuck and it cost so many people a bunch of fucking money. How many times does that happen? Where something just by chance,
all of a sudden, bookie don't pay out.
Just by chance covers the spread. Like, that happens all the fucking time. And
bet.
again, maybe it's coincidence.
You got 100-1 odds on the spread, and the bookie's paying, and boom, that bookie now, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's Bidenomics.
Blame Biden. We'll do what the left does with Trump.
No, I meant the way I just talked.
Oh. Yeah, maybe it's coincidence. I don't know. But I don't know. But flipping around here.
Yeah, sorry.
Back to Ireland. Ireland also is doing a hate speech law that would make it illegal to possess reckless memes. Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I gotta delete my phone.
No, you're not in Ireland, but it might be coming here. Irish Prime Minister Leo, oh my God, Varadkar?
I'm not trying.
Said the country would pass new legislation to crack down on racist hate speech online, a move critics fear will erode free speech by making certain memes and other digital materials illegal. That's nice. Go party. The bill would give the government more power to prosecute individuals whose posts reckless comments or memes that incite violence or hatred against a person or a group of persons. But self-proclaimed free speech advocates, including X's owner Elon Musk, warned that legislation is so broad that it could be wielded against ordinary citizens. Not to mention what we've said before, this shit will come back and bite you in the ass, just like the fucking Republicans, all the bullshit, the Patriot Act and everything they passed in the early 2000s is now just coming back to bite them in the ass 20 years later. Speaking of Elon Musk, go fuck yourself.
Hi, Bob.
But go fuck yourself. Is that clear? That was a fantastic response.
Oh
I watched that and I'm like,
God.
man, you can't. Well, if anyone doesn't know, I don't know how you don't know by now, but the whole premise is the interviewer was asking Elon Musk about investors pulling out, Disney being one of them, pulling out, and basically like 20 different companies, I think, were pulling out of X, and basically holding hostage funds for Elon and X,
Trying to push him to
adhere, bend the knee.
Yeah.
So the first thing is Elon, he was asked what happens if X goes under because all these investors are pulling out. And he said, then so be it. X goes under. Because then what's going to happen is the world's going to know the reason why X went down is because investors are pulling out because they would allow free speech. That speaks volumes for itself. He goes on to say, if they pull out, and he says, Elon says, these companies are going to try to use money or holding money against me.
Try to blackmail me with money.
Yeah, try to blackmail me with money. And he says, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, that's why I like this guy. That's why I like him. Richest man in the world. Billionaire. Many times over, go fuck yourself. Like, that's exactly why I fucking...
Hell yeah.
Oh, jeez. How did I get down the Elon thing? Oh, the memes. So,
That's what I was looking
with
at.
our fucking, with our group chat, we're all fucked. We're all fucked.
That's right. That's what I was looking at. Folder.
Verticar referenced the government's. If I'm butchering that, it is what it is. I'm from America.
Babe, a small penis isn't such a big deal. I don't know, Jenny. I kind of wish you didn't have one at all.
Referenced the government's planned hate speech reform after hundreds of anti-immigration protesters stormed downtown Dublin last week, setting fire to cars and looting local shops and businesses believed to be frequented by migrants. This, again, has to do with the whole Conor McGregor thing, talking about the immigration problem over there.
Yeah.
The rioters had reportedly become enraged after learning that the suspect in the stabbing attacks near the capital last had been Algerian national. That assailant injured at least 3 children and a woman outside of a primary school. 34 people were arrested in the riots. Yeah. So now, because of that, if you have mean tweets, or mean memes in this case, you can't have that. What do we got? Multiple choice question. Is the guy in the picture armed or... Jeez, how does he...
How did he get it there in the first place?
God, that's like a EMT fucking test question. Which one's the most right? I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Especially in this situation. Yeah,
Until we meet again.
I'm going to jail for this one. Vicks is just spicy Vaseline.
There is... I got one more thing here. I think one more thing.
Oh, there we go.
This even... There's a video.
Hold on really quick, one more. When I met
You're
hospitals...
going to get yourself fucking arrested, buddy.
When I met hospitals, I put half-eaten sandwiches in coma patients' hands to give their family hope.
I found that thing. You were talking about the Derek Chauvin thing, who got stabbed fucking twice in jail this week.
Oh yeah.
But it was a documentary that was talking about how the Chauvin thing, or Derek Chauvin didn't actually murder George Floyd.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was The Fall of Minneapolis. That was the documentary. I just, after we talked about it, I thought I heard something, but then I looked for it and I didn't find it last week when we were talking about it.
Supposedly it's been debunked. It wasn't, but that's not, it's...
But that documentary I've yet to see. I don't know if it's, I don't know what platform it's on, but evidently that's a documentary with people in the force that were there or in some way, shape, or form involved with that. And some that weren't, that just went through the trainings. Like when they testified, like I don't know, it was the sergeant or the captains, whatever it was, the chief, maybe police chief. He's the one that said, when he was asked, is the method of restraint that he used, is that taught in whatever police academy or whatever it is? And he said no. And then in this documentary, they went through all these members of the department, and they all said, yes, it is. And that's where those things like, well, it shows the coroner's report shows that it wasn't asphyxiation that killed him. All these other things actually contributed to it.
Yeah. So
that I did see. If I can find the documentary and actually sit down and watch it, then I'll have more information on the whole thing. But that's not the last thing I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna,
last but not least,
I'll send this to you, and I might have already. I don't know, but I'll send this to you and turn up your volume, put it to the microphone, and we'll just kind of get the vibe of.
It's gonna be a good one, folks.
When I watched it, as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, I know how this ends.
Okay. Studio talk, share the message.
All right. There we go. It's going to be a good one. Maybe.
It's loading up now.
Might not be.
Breaking news! This isn't just any medication.
Jeez
It's a
Louise.
crucial necessity for your feline companion to ensure their survival by 2025. The creation of a groundbreaking vaccine by Japanese scientist Tori Miyazaki has left people astounded. This vaccine has the power to transform the lives of cats in ways unheard of before. Believed to double their life expectancy from 15 years to an astonishing 30 years. This FDA-approved vaccine has undergone extensive trials over several years. It has been tested on thousands of cats, including those on the brink of death with only a week left to live. The results have been nothing short of remarkable, showcasing significant improvements in their overall well-being once injected. While the vaccine is projected to be available to the public by 2025, Miyazaki has made a passionate promise to make it affordable for all cat owners. According to Miyazaki, the main reason why most cats only live up to 15 years is due to chronic kidney failure. This vaccine, however, completely eradicates this issue, not only treating it when it occurs, but also preventing its onset. With the FDA confirming the vaccine's efficacy, the question remains, will you take the necessary steps to ensure your beloved feline friend benefits from this groundbreaking advancement? Breaking news!
No.
This isn't just...
So, one, all right. Two, how long before that's introduced to humans? Like 10 years? When they start to kind of...
Have we not learned our lesson?
No.
Stop making jokes.
Absolutely
Because it's
not.
going to happen.
I know.
I don't know. In today's modern medical science, there's no reason I can't live to be like 300.
By those numbers, you could live to be 140,
80.
150. You
No,
just
life
double.
is
Well, 15 to 30, just double,
75,
so it'd be
75.
150 years.
Yeah, that's 50 years.
That's why they want to reduce the population, because they want to increase lifespan. You see, this all comes together if you just kind of take a step back and look at the whole puzzle and be like, there's a corner piece. Oh, there's a leaf.
It's like the movie with Justin Timberlake, Time or something like that.
I don't know.
There's a movie. It's actually good. I watched it. You're born with a clock.
Does it have Pink Floyd's Time?
No.
Oh, missed
But
opportunity.
you're born with a clock on your arm, a digital clock. They found the Immortal gene.
Really?
And okay, man. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Don't say anything. You're fine. Out of time, maybe.
All right. Shut up over there.
Jesus Christ.
Get back in the closet.
So
Can't catch me, gay thoughts.
your timer, you have like 25. You have like a year.
Mm-hmm.
At 21, no, at 25, at 21, your timer starts.
Right.
And if you can keep adding time, you never die.
Just
No, you have to work for it and shit like that. You know, and then
I think I've
the
heard of
elites
this.
have like, there's one scene where
Game Shark.
the elites like this.
They have Game Genie. I'm an old guy.
Justin Timberlake ends up going to this like casino where this guy wages like 1,000 years, and Justin Timberlake wins.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's got like 10,000 years on his time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the movie?
So would you take the vaccine?
No.
What if here's all right, plot twist. They introduce this. They call it the vaccine, right? But what it actually is just the COVID vaccine. If you're like, oh, you're gonna live to be 100 years old now. It's like, all right. Yeah. I'm gonna be 1,000,000. Then you die from COVID a year later anyway.
In time.
It works. I think I vaguely remember that.
In a future, here you go. In a future where time is money.
In
and
a
the wealthy
future
can live
where time
forever.
is money. Oh.
In a future where
One
time is
man.
money and the wealthy can live forever, Will Salas, Justin Timberlake, is a poor man who rarely has more than a
Justin Timberlake is an animal. Rob Schneider.
is a poor man who rarely has more than a day's worth of life on his time clock.
Right.
When he saves Henry Hamilton, Matt Borner, from time thieves, Will receives the gift of a century. However, such a large transaction attracts the attention of the authorities, and when Will is falsely accused of murder, he must go on the run, taking the daughter, Amanda Seyfried, of an incredibly wealthy man with him. Yeah, and yeah, it's actually pretty good because they don't really specify. But I think the way they talk about it, like you have to have enough time in order to have a child. Like everything is based on time. So yes, you can live forever and you can earn more time so that you do live longer.
As long as you do work for the party. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, as long as you do stuff.
Do increase your social credit score and we'll give you an extra 10 years. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so in that instance, yeah, sure, immortality is not a bad idea because they found a way to control the population.
Isn't it strange that, like, I mean, we're talking about things that are a bit out there, but it's like story-wise what we're saying, like, oh yeah, they could do this and this and this, but all the basic fundamentals, the underlying everything is stuff that's in fucking reality. So is it really that big of a stretch? All we're doing is just taking things and be like, listen, we'll just put this piece and this piece and this piece, and that could happen.
And then it does, because Hollywood is fake until it becomes real.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, you know, there's everyone always talking about an uprising.
Of what?
I don't know. That's two. I get two different points.
Have an uprising right now.
Two different points off of that. One is I always hear about people uprising and no one ever fucking does anything. It's every time you're on, I get like a video. They're like, oh, "It's time to stand up, time to revolt." I'm like, no one's gonna fucking do anything. Are you kidding me? It's just all, yeah, let's revolt, and then they turn it off and forget about it.
Let me know when. Okay, I'll let you know when he lets me know when. Okay, yeah. I'll let you guys know when I get told when by this guy who's supposed to wait for this guy to find out if we can do, when we're going to find out when. Wait, what?
In the positive note, it could be like what Mike Tyson says, if there ever was an uprising. It's like, the elites, everyone has a plan. until you get punched in the face. And boy, no truer words could have been said. Like, yeah, you know what? That is 100% real.
I'd love to see Mike Tyson in person punch somebody in the face.
Oh, in person? Jeez, he's still scary. What is he, 56 now or something like that?
I wouldn't fight that motherfucker.
I did. Remember in the commentaries we had?
Oh, yeah.
I got knocked out in 13 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't last very long.
It was it's a story of my life.
And I think George Simmons was undefeated until Bruce Lee.
We got to do those again. Bye.
Yeah, bye.